Okay, so today we're diving into a stack of sources all about the immediate reality of making money with artificial intelligence. This deep dive. It's really for you if you want to get past the hype and, figure out how to become a genuine AI earner right now. It's not just theory about jobs changing someday. It's about grabbing these tangible, high-value opportunities that are here today.
Yeah, and the sources we're looking at are pretty specific. They outline really actionable strategies, everything from, say, building high-ticket consulting gigs to setting up more scalable income streams.
Mhm.
Our mission here is simple. We want to unpack exactly how AI can work as a strategic multiplier for the skills and expertise you already have.
Right. But before we dive deeper, we absolutely have to do that crucial mindset check because when people talk about AI and money, there's always this noise about it being a magic wand or some kind of get rich quick thing.
And that's precisely the trap our sources warn against. Look, AI is incredibly powerful, no doubt, but it rewards, legitimate business ideas, it rewards hard work, and it rewards applying it in a specialized way. If you've got expertise, maybe in marketing, data analysis, creative stuff, AI basically turbocharges that skill set. It lets you deliver massive value much, much faster.
Hmm.
But it doesn't just create value from nothing.
Okay, let's start with the proof then. The data showing this income multiplication isn't just talk. Pew Research has been tracking this, right? Confirming some early AI adopters are seeing earnings potentially double.
It's pretty concrete, yeah. AI integration is really changing the income landscape for U.S. workers. A recent 2025 study that our sources mentioned found that roughly 1 in 5 U.S. workers say they use AI for at least some of their work. That's shot up pretty fast from previous years. And that group, the ones jumping in early, they're the ones seeing significant income growth.
Doubling your income sounds amazing, obviously, but like you said, it's not just clicking a button. So if I'm aiming for that kind of big jump, what are the three levers I need to be pulling? What did the sources say?
Right. You essentially need to stack three things together. First, you absolutely have to acquire what we'd call a scarce AI skill premium. This means knowing how to use the latest, most potent AI tools in a very specific way that, frankly, not many other people can replicate yet.
Okay, scarce skill premium. Can you give me a quick example? What does that look like on the ground?
Okay, sure. Let's say you figure out how to use AI to build a custom financial forecasting model for a specific industry client, something that used to take maybe 80 hours of painstaking manual work. Because you have that scarce skill, you can pull the second lever, platform pricing power. So instead of billing, say, $50 an hour for 80 hours, you charge a flat $5,000 for the finished model. Even if it only took you maybe 8 hours with AI Assist, your effective hourly rate just skyrocketed because you delivered the solution, the value, so efficiently.
Ah, okay, I get it. So you're pricing on the outcome, the value delivered, not just the hours clocked.
Exactly. And then the third lever is achieving scale or productization. You take that custom model you built and maybe find a way to license it, or you turn the process into a template or service package that you can sell 10 times over. You turn that single effort into a recurring or repeatable income stream. When you combine those three scarce skill, high value pricing and scale, that's when the income doubling starts to look, actually achievable.
And that efficiency you mentioned is so key, isn't it? Because it frees you up to do that higher value work. Our sources broke down two main ways AI boosts productivity. First up, just simple automation.
Right. About 20% of U.S. workers, according to the data, are already using AI tools to automate those routine, repetitive tasks that just used to chew up their day.
Mm.
Things like, managing sales leads, cleaning up spreadsheets, basic project tracking, maybe generating invoices. By automating that, say 30% of just busy work, they can focus their energy on the creative strategy, the big picture thinking. And that's where the real value and the real money lies.
And the second way is skill expansion. I really like this idea that AI doesn't just do tasks for you, it actually helps you learn how to do the job faster.
Absolutely. Younger generations, particularly millennials and Gen Z, are really leaning into this. They're using AI tutors, specialized training bots to rapidly get up to speed in high demand fields. Think data analytics, machine learning. So if you want to pivot into a higher paying field, AI could essentially become your personalized, super accelerated learning program. It drastically cuts down the time needed to get proficient and start commanding those higher rates.
Okay, let's unpack this path then. If we're talking serious money, the sources really emphasize specialized consulting, solving those tricky, high-demand problems for businesses. First one, specialized chatbot development and licensing. I mean, every business needs customer support, right? But if I'm a listener wanting to break into that chatbot market, what's the biggest hurdle? Just building a bot isn't enough, is it?
No, Definitely not. The hurdle is specificity. Chatbots are becoming, as one source put it, an impeccable necessity across loads of industries: finance, healthcare, e-commerce, sales. But the generic, off-the-shelf ones, they often fall flat. The specialized consultant wins. They succeed by building a bot that does one thing really well. For instance, a bot dedicated only to diagnosing common customer tech issues in, say, the HVAC repair industry.
Sure.
Or maybe one that guides financial planning specifically for people who've just retired.
So the scarce skill premium we talked about is identifying and mastering that narrow niche.
Precisely. And the really appealing part of this business model is a licensing aspect. Once you've developed that successful specialized bot, let's stick with the HVAC example, you can then offer licensing agreements to maybe a dozen different regional HVAC companies.
Yeah.
You've essentially created a high-value product that generates recurring revenue, and you didn't have to rebuild it from scratch each time. That's scale.
Okay, sticking with consulting, we move from specialized bots to managing the data that actually feeds these systems. Let's talk CRM and sales consulting. That pain point is real. I definitely remember hours spent trying to clean up messy Salesforce data back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's a huge headache. And messy data genuinely costs companies sales. Businesses are constantly wrestling with configuring their customer relationship management, their CRM workflows. It just gets out of hand.
Yeah.
The AI-savvy consultant comes in specializing in integrating modern AI sales tools, things like Apollo.ai or Seamless.ai. These aren't just static contact lists anymore. They're intelligent systems. They can enrich contact details automatically, track how well your cold emails are doing, help clean up the sales pipeline, because you're directly impacting their bottom line, their revenue. This becomes a very high-ticket service. Requires some tech know-how, of course.
Now this next one, this is where I think it gets really interesting. Data science consulting. For anyone who deals with big data sets, research, analysis, the tools AI offers now are just instant game changers, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. AI is just phenomenal at pattern recognition, which is, the absolute core of data analysis. The development of things like ChatGPT's official data analyst tool. It's like having a whole team of junior data scientists ready to go, crunching numbers in seconds. Think about basic stuff like file conversion, handling TSV, CSV, JSON formats instantly, or generating summary graphs, running complex statistical analyses, even spitting out SQL tables. It's incredibly powerful.
But okay, if the AI can do all that heavy lifting, the hours of statistical analysis, what specialized knowledge do I still need as the consultant to justify charging a high fee? Where's my value?
Great question. Your value is knowing which questions to ask. AI is fantastic at computation, but it can't, formulate the strategic business question. That's your expertise. Your value is defining the core problem. Is the client bleeding money because their marketing spend is off? Or is it a supply chain timing issue? You need to niche down. Focus on specific areas like technical SEO data analysis or business intelligence reporting, maybe e-commerce product performance analysis. You use the AI to be 10 times faster and more thorough than any manual analyst could ever be. You provide strategic direction. Now, as we touched on, not everyone is cut out for or wants that high-pressure consulting life. Many people are looking for scalable income, maybe even potentially passive income down the line. And AI makes creating products and scaling content way more accessible than it used to be. This is where productization really shines.
Let's kick off with content creation and copywriting. It's a massive market, obviously. Tools like Jasper or Write Sonic can definitely speed things up, but
Yeah.
the human element is still critical, right?
Absolutely critical. The sources really zero in on specific niches where that human expertise, augmented by AI, is most valuable. Freelance ghostwriting, for example. There's constant high demand for really good, well-researched, long-form blog posts. AI helps with drafts, research, outlines, but the quality comes from the human writer. But maybe even more lucrative is that high-pressure copywriting. We're talking sales-focused landing pages, compelling email newsletters, cold outreach sequences, stuff where the words directly drive results, directly impact client revenue. That justifies a premium rate, and AI helps you deliver faster.
Okay, then we move into creative assets and audio. This is exciting because the barrier to entry, the startup cost can be incredibly low, sometimes basically zero.
Yeah, pretty much. Tools like Midjourney or DALL-E 3 let you rapidly create unique digital art, graphics, illustrations. You can sell these as digital products. Think ebooks, design templates, printables on platforms like Etsy or Gumroad. Your initial investment can literally be $0 to maybe $50, but here's a key productization tip that came up. Don't just sell the raw digital files like the JPEGs.
Ugh,
Yeah.
why not? Selling the file seems like the easiest path, doesn't it?
It's the easiest, yes, but the profit margins are often quite thin. The pro tip is to pair that AI-generated art with print-on-demand services. Companies like Printify, for instance. This way, you can sell physical items, stickers, t-shirts, posters, framed wall art featuring your unique AI designs. The customer gets something tangible, which they often value more, and you capture a much healthier profit margin on that physical sale. And in the audio realm, similar opportunities exist. You can generate background music, sound effects using tools like AIVA or Mubert, or offer specialized audio editing services, particularly for the huge podcasting market.
And for those audio services, Descript often gets mentioned. What's the specific AI angle there that makes the service high value?
Descript is pretty powerful. It offers things like very convincing voice cloning, automatic transcriptions, which are incredibly accurate now, and even text-based audio editing. You edit the audio by editing the transcript. This is super valuable. For one, it instantly solves accessibility needs. Providing transcripts is often a requirement now. Plus, it massively boosts SEO for podcasters and video creators who need that text version of their content online. So you're essentially selling efficiency, accessibility, compliance, and better online discoverability all rolled into one service.
Okay, shifting towards pure revenue generation strategies, AI-powered affiliate marketing. Huge potential here, especially tied into SEO, right?
Definitely. The core strategy is pretty straightforward but effective. Use AI content generation tools, maybe Surfer SEO, Phrase.io, to build out highly focused niche websites. These sites center around specific products, categories, or even just answering specific questions within a topic. You can automate a lot of the creation of SEO-rich blog posts, detailed product reviews, comparison tables. A smart angle is to focus specifically on reviewing and comparing the trending AI tools themselves. You attract high-intent traffic people ready to buy those tools, and you maximize your affiliate commissions.
And wrapping up our list of opportunities, website building and optimization, AI website builders like Wix ADI or Divi AI, they can spin up pretty decent content-filled websites almost instantly now.
Yeah, that initial time saving is definitely valuable for clients. But where the real sustainable money often lies is in the full stack service, particularly the ongoing optimization piece. Businesses don't just need a website. They need a site that performs, that brings in leads or sales. So you offer specialized SEO services on top of the build. Things like deep keyword research, tracking website performance, conversion rate optimization, using sophisticated tools like SEMrush. You target businesses that maybe can't afford or manage that complex optimization in-house. If you have the marketing chops, AI lets you onboard clients faster and deliver SEO results potentially quicker than traditional agencies could.
Wow. Okay. So we've covered a really wide spectrum here. Everything from high-ticket, specialized consulting and licensing deals, all the way to scalable creative services, affiliate marketing, website productization. I think the main takeaway weaving through all these sources is pretty clear. AI is best seen as your ultimate augmentation engine. It multiplies your efforts, but your success, that really hinges on your commitment to keep learning and finding that specialized niche to apply it to.
Absolutely. And if we zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture. Think about it. AI can now automate so many repetitive tasks, and it dramatically speeds up how quickly we can acquire new skills.
Yeah.
So the ultimate income advantage going forward, it probably won't just belong to those who use AI to work faster. It'll belong to those who use AI to help them identify the next genuinely hard business problem that needs solving. That strategic insight, figuring out what comes next, that becomes the most valuable commodity.
So the real question isn't just what task can AI do for me today? It's maybe more like what unique expertise do I need to build next to make sure I'm solving problems AI can't easily touch in the next few years? Something to really think about.